Take number 3.
What's going on?
I have no idea. Hopefully this time it works.
A capacity crowd is here tonight.
You might have to, I don't know if this is now again reset to sound. Oop.
Yeah.
No, it did.
Off, resume.
All right. So I think we're in now. I think after all of the what do you call it, mishaps at the start, that things are actually running smoothly now. We'll have to wait and see. Now, we got a new soundtrack. Can I put it at full volume or I can't?
Maybe not.
Because if I put it at, I should be asking people whether it's okay to put it full volume. But hey, we're just streaming with ourselves at the moment.
Well, before you put on the soundtrack, I got a challenge for you.
What's your challenge?
Guess the name of the song and the name of the vocalist from what I'm gonna sing.
Oh, that's a new challenge. I want to hear that. Go on.
Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. All you got to do is to feed me.
The cat?
It doesn't matter, Coke or a Sprite.
Where are you getting this from?
Do you know the name of the song?
Hang on, why is it saying chat is disabled for the live stream?
What? I don't know that. Ooh. What I just did?
What did you do? Hang on, I got to sort out why the chat's disabled.
I don't know.
Oh no, the chat's working on your end now. Still not working on my end. This has been a horrible start. Oh, this is a terrible start to a live stream. It has, oh look, so yeah, that was the first one. It has uploaded too. We've got the terrible start to the other one has already been uploaded.
What's going on here?
Hey, this is the same one. What's going on? You'd think we'd have this down pat by now. Is this one working? All right.
I don't know.
You've got to, yeah. You play the game. I'll sort this out. This is. Yes, you're back in the. Yeah, you're back in the one that just cut short. So I got to go back, and that's the one you want to click, I guess. Yeah. See, now we've got the live chat. Oh. Hello, Soft Bobo, Random Ethanate is here, Luximo is here, how is everyone? The game music volume is too loud. Do you have to do it again?
Maybe.
Okay,
just hang on. I can't get in there yet.
Yeah, you can.
No. Just wait.
Yeah.
What?
If you just sort of do that, that should... Oh, come on. Oh. Sorry guys, just bear with us. We actually turned it off at the start for the stream that failed. Waiting is super boring. We should be in there already. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. We're getting there. Just bear with us.
How many loot things? Oh.
Not that. What's going on, Stinky?
Huh?
You still got to turn off the game sound thing.
I can't do it, alright? I can see it's over there.
Alright, so just bear with us. We'll get there. Last 36 seconds, that's right. Turn off the game sounds. We're trying.
See, if I do that, it's just go out.
Yeah, you should be able to do it from here. No, maybe not.
See?
Oh.
It's like that.
There.
It's already off.
It's already off.
But there might be a music which I have to get
Did you,
out of here.
You didn't scroll down.
What? Do I have to scroll down? What?
There was a little scroll down there somewhere. It doesn't matter. Just a
Let's
tap.
mismatch.
You get in there. So can you guys let us know if the game sounds still on or not? Because it looked like they were off. Scroll,
off.
scroll.
What scroll? What?
See?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Ah! Get in there and take your aggression out on that fellow, whoever it is. All right, now, am I allowed to turn up the volume on the soundtrack? That's the first thing. Can we do that? We're not allowed to do that. I'm going to do it. No one's answering me. So let's start this new soundtrack. Let's see if YouTube Translate can translate. That's loud. See if they can translate this. That's not it. This stream has started very badly. We're going to do it again. There we go. Did you like my singing, Stink Pants?
That's not your singing.
That was my singing in a different language.
Do your job. They're talking.
Oh, sorry. I was slightly distracted there. All I hear is music. Ree. Yeah, no, I turned it up for a little bit there just because I had to do some other stuff. And Stinky wasn't commentating. Were you there, Stink?
Mm-hmm. Playing.
The master commentator.
Playing.
That's right. You take out all your aggressions on the play.
Yeah.
Today a chair fell on my toe, says Soft Bow, but that's no good. I hope your toe's okay. I shot myself with an IG. The D.L.G is having some problems today. Chair fell on Soft Boba's toe. Penguin shot himself with an air gun. What's going on?
What? Why did you do that?
How did that happen? What are they saying? Yes, very fun. All I hear is music. Sorry for that. That's what they're doing for a second. The soundtrack is too awesome that we can't hear Uncle Peanut. That's
Because he's not talking.
I've been trying to get these different soundtracks happening, and also let me know I'm adjusting the volumes a little bit to try and make it a little bit louder so you can actually hear it. I was listening to one of our streams last night and I reckon it could be turned up a bit.
Blah, blah.
I'm not going to read that one out, but there's yet another. There's drama all over the place with the D.L.G today. Everyone's in the wars. They're all having things happen. Well, we hope everyone's okay. I mean, Soft Baby says that their toe hurts. And I really hope Ethan ate his friend's okay. Let's put it that way. So, today, let's talk about real versus fake. Because you know what they say about WWE wrestling? It's all real. Not scripted. They don't have a predetermined winner and loser. Just like in this game, isn't it, Stinky?
I don't know.
Tomorrow... Oh,
I don't watch wrestling.
do you not even as a child? You didn't watch any wrestling?
No.
Here, this will show...
Why you watch it when you were a child?
When I was a child, I did. I
Why?
had favourite wrestlers back in the day. My favourite, this is showing the age, was Ricky the Steamboat Dragon. And then maybe next to him, Andre the Giant. They were my two favourites. They're the only two I can remember, really. Oh, no, there's Hulk Hogan and the rest of them. Tomorrow I'm going on a cookout with my family, so I was trying to go to sleep early, but you ruined it. Sorry for that, soft baber. If it's any consolation, our cat ruins our sleep every single day. Whenever I fall asleep with a pillow on my...
Not today.
Yeah, she didn't today. She must have known it was windy. Whenever I fall asleep with a pillow on my head, she uses my head as a trampoline. You see when you forget... hang on. Don't burn yourself tomorrow. True. You see... Oh, no, mine's up to date now. You see when you forget that 3 more pellets are still in the chamber and you aggressively open it up and all 3 hit me in the face. Oh, no. That's not good. You got to be careful with even a pellet gun. You could take out an eye if you're not careful. You said he got shot in the face. Real versus face, your clickbait comes to mind for the FIFA stream. No offence, but I loved it. So, can I talk about this, or I'm not allowed to talk about this?
I don't know what you want.
About the whole how I do the thumbnails. Like every now and again, you got to have something saucy, a little bit spicy. Mm-hmm. You know, unfortunately, the S word sells. So when we do it, and Ethanator can probably, or anyone that checks the channel can attest that when we do that, the views go up incredibly, which they did. The FIFA one's got 2,000 plus views on it in just over a week because of the thumbnail. I'm sure of it. You know, you have beautiful girls on the thumbnail. The guys are going to click. Girls will click too. So sorry for that. I wanted to do it for everyone, but we had a discussion about that and said no. And it didn't seem to make a difference for the last stream either, which was an ordinary type thumbnail, but that got the views too. Don't know why. Real or fake, so that's a good point. I remember Andre the Giant says, Penguin? Oh, but he's not that old. I'm pretty sure Andre retired before Penguin was even born. Could be wrong about that. Soft Baber has 5 cats. Luxemo gives us an oof. Oh, Debbie R's here and laughing. I don't know if they're laughing at me or the live chat or you, Stinky. Probably you.
Why me?
And 2 doggos says Soft Baber because you're hilarious.
What? Why? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, that's why you're hilarious.
Oh, I actually gave you a music to guess. You haven't guessed anything.
Was it...
Oh, but it might be in the fail one.
In the fail one?
Yeah.
As opposed to real, because it sounded like a Michael Jackson song ripoff.
I'm talking about in another one that was a failed live stream. Not in here.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. I'm going to have to delete that one as soon as this stream's over.
Why? It's got my song in there.
It went for 30 seconds. Where were we? Real spicy, says Ethanator. Oh, I've gotten even spicier ones that I've downloaded but haven't put up yet. And I am sorry for that. Like we got to walk that fine line between family friendly and making sure that YouTube doesn't think our channel is for kids, for children only, because it's not. It's, you know, general audience or whatever. So every now and again we've got to play a more mature game, put a more mature thumbnail up so that if they look at the channel they can't say that's targeting kids. There you go. What is a falsarity, mates? Oh, WWE is a falsarity, mates. It's real! Sorry, but penguins can't lie. This is true. Didn't you leave that comment on, I think, a Shrek video? I'm not sure if you're talking to me, Luxemo. Did I? Maybe I did. I can't remember. I do a lot of comments. I just realised why it's called clickbait, because it baits you into clicking it, and now I feel really dumb. Yep, that's exactly why they do it. So, but you can have bad clickbait and good clickbait. Did you know that? So if you have a thumbnail and a title that has nothing to do with the video, then that's total clickbait and really bad. Ours, while you're not going to see the girls in the video, at least I try to make it relate to the content. So for example, with the FIFA one, the 2 girls are holding soccer balls. So I figure I could just get away with it because they're holding soccer balls. And Giblet's kicker is in the title. 2 balls. All right, I'm going to stop there. 2 balls in the thumbnail. Giblet's kicker in the thumbnail. I figure it works. All right, and same with the title. Like I try to make them a little bit clickbaity with the no fake wrestling here for this one, for example. Hopefully people click on it. What are you doing there, Stinky? And has this one got ads in the game again?
Yep.
We're going to get the ads. Don't forget to turn off the volume if you can. Well, can you turn down the music a little bit? All right, turn it down a little bit. That was... Well, it's actually... Oop, wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about where it is normally. 6. Oh, wait, wasn't it All Stars you left a comment there? The thumbnail talk. Yeah, well, that's true too, Debbie R. Can you tell? Did that, Mike? One question, Uncle Pudot. But why are the thumbnail girls mostly Asian and some look American? Now my question is, why no British? I'm fine with other countries not being in, but why not Britain? How are you going to be able to tell if it's a British girl or not? That's the thing. So we have tried to mix it up to show that we're not, can I say the word racist? I'll just do it anyway. So that we're not that. We've got, tried to get all kinds of different nationalities from black to white to European to Asian. Have we put an Indian in the thumbnails? Not sure yet. Trying to work on it. I know we've put them in the videos. So the answer to that simple answer is it's difficult to find the right images. They're not as easy to find as you would think. So happy to do it, and not that I really want to point this out, but I will just so that you're aware. If you look at our homepage and click on the most popular videos, and then look at the list there, it's just going to show you, for some reason, Asian girls in bikinis perform very well. Better than anything else. I can't explain it. It's just the way it is. Can you explain that one, Stinky? But maybe we'll have to try and get more now that it's been raised and gotten our attention. And by the way, Stinky's the one that tells me to do it sometimes, don't you?
Huh?
Where you say, where's the hot girl?
That's only the car one. You know, the racing car. You need a promo girl.
Yeah, you do. You need a promo girl. So I'll have to try and find a British one. Maybe there's a British WWE person that we can put in there. 3 hours this time. Ethanator says normally it's a 2-hour stream. Penguin says 3. 24 hours, says Ethanator. Don't know if I got the stamina for that. 48, 10 days, 365 days stream. My goodness. Pudot, I'll give you a chocolate bar if you do a 365 days stream. I don't think YouTube can handle it. Can they? I don't think they'll allow it.
And here it comes. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. All you gotta do is to feed me.
Now, hang on. Penguin says you'll buy us a car if we do a 365-day stream. And that does sound like...
What kind of car? Miniature car?
Yeah, Ferrari? Lamborghini?
Miniature?
Oh,
no,
miniature,
no need.
yeah. Like a little... I forget what they're called that I used to play with as a child. Little racing car things. Anyway, that sounds like Beat It from Michael Jackson. And I'm going to say it's Weird Al Yankovic that did the cover. Am I even close or not? Uncle P read that. Unstinky, I'll buy you a lifetime of jerky if it's a 365-day stream. Lamborghini, but it'll only be a toy. PVC ties here. Hello, how are you? We've got all of the D.L.G here at the moment. If Stinky's a promo girl since she talks about promo girls, you could be.
Nope, I ain't never been.
You've never been, but you could be, couldn't you?
Never thought I can.
You could be a pint-sized model. There's... I was going to talk about something that... Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about that in the stream. So, question. Have you ever bought anything that's fake? like a fake Rolex or fake anything? Because this leads me into a story time.
I'm not sure. I might, but I can't remember.
So when I was younger, we used to go overseas and, occasionally, you shouldn't do it. I've got to say that. I don't do it now. But as a kid, you go and buy the fake stuff because it's cheap. So we'd get like the fake shoes, for example.
What do you mean by fake shoes?
I got a pair of fake Reeboks because they were really popular back in the day. If you had a pair of Reeboks.
Oh, you mean brand name?
Yeah, but they weren't real.
Okay.
Because real Reeboks even back then were quite expensive. Like a good pair, it might be $100 or something. So, which is probably nothing for shoes these days. I don't know.
Okay.
And I bought them for $20 or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not even the story. The story is we went to a school excursion to the zoo one day, and I was wearing my pretty new Reebok.
Yes.
And this was in the city, and we were from the country, so it's like a country school. And we were walking around in little groups, and I was there with a couple of my friends, and then we got approached by these older, bigger boys that weren't from our school. They were, I guess, skipping school maybe, and going there, and they said, "Oh, nice shoes." I'm like, "Thank you." They go, "How much were they?" And then just by their demeanour, I kind of figured that this was not a good situation. And I noticed that my friends were also a little bit hesitant to engage with these people. Mm-hmm. Now, do you know what rolling is?
Nope. Rolling. As a slang? I don't know.
Yeah. So I learnt this when I went to high school in the city, that it means to go and steal something. And it usually referred to taking someone else's shoes. Because for whatever reason, people used to steal other people's shoes. In particular, Doc Martens.
What?
Well, because Doc Martens
I know why Doc Martens.
Yeah.
But I'm like, stealing shoes?
Yeah, they'd roll you
Stinky
for your
shoes?
docs. I rolled someone for my docs, they would say.
Okay.
So this guy asked this question and said, how much are they? And then your smart genius, Poodot, said, they're fake. They're not real Reeboks. I got them cheap. And that's our teacher over there. We better go now. Nice meeting you. And then we ran off.
Is it fake? Are they fake?
Yeah, they were. They weren't real.
Well, then you didn't lie.
I didn't lie, but it was just quick thinking to say, don't try and steal my shoes. I just got that. When your red alert goes off, your little sensor goes off saying this is danger, danger. Hopefully all of the D.L.G will have a good sense of that as they grow up. But, be careful online and be careful in the real world, because every now and again you will get in Penguin's gotten in a couple of situations recently. Anyway, that was way too long for a story time there.
Well, I never had that kind of experience because I just wear, nothing special.
That's right.
Not fake, but nothing special. Everyone can have it. No brand name whatsoever.
I'll get you a pair of brand names just so I can roll you myself.
I want ASIC. I don't want Reebok.
I think you would lose your voice if you did a 365-day stream. That's true. Uncle Poodot, congratulations on the... Oh, wow. Penguin's a little spy at the moment. He keeps an eye on how many subs we get. We'll probably dip below that today and then pick them up again tomorrow. But
Okay.
we actually managed to get a few subs this week. It was surprising. Maybe because of all of the clickbait. Where were you? Say, I did the D.L.G. Would a fake car count? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'd say a fake car count. I bought a girlfriend, but it was unfortunately a fake. I don't know if I want to know any more about that. No, I'm kidding about that. Fair enough. They call that scalping over here. So scalping means something different to us again. Do you know what scalping is?
No.
That's where you buy a ticket, like a concert ticket or a sports ticket to go to an event, and then you stand outside the stadium and sell it. That's for an inflated price. So you buy it for $100, or you buy a whole heap of tickets for $100, and then you go and wait outside the event and sell them for 200. It's illegal though. Or you can even do it. No, you used to be able to do it online on things like Gumtree and what's the main one, eBay or Amazon. But thankfully, they've cracked down on that quite a bit because people were just trying to profiteer. So there you go. Difference between scalping and rolling. Laura, oops, no. What do you even have to do to get mod on this channel? So, Soft Baby, these guys have been very supportive for a long time. You will get it eventually. I just introduced them slowly because we have so many mods at the moment, so we don't really need any more. Oh, hello, there's Blap LQ. So, looks like that's in English a little bit, but I'm going to suggest that that's Vietnamese. So, let's see if we can do one of these, or they might have disappeared already, as is often the case. Let's just pop one in there and see if that works. Hit enter with that. I had a danger moment, then did nothing about it, then got beat up by an 8th grader in 6th grade. There's a cat outside.
Yeah. I asked you before, I couldn't find her.
Bit of commentary there, Stinky. I gotta let that...
Smack, 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 smack. Cover clash. I don't know what's this. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what happened, but anyway. Hello, kitty cat.
It's so windy today, I can hardly shut the door.
Yeah, you have to shut the door. It's too windy.
It is very windy today. E-Dinosaur, awesome pugs here. This is a warning to all unsubscribed from Poodot. If you do, you will have a very sad day. This is a warning to all unsubscribed. If you do, you're okay. I think that was a nice thing to say. He's trying to say, don't do it or you'll have a sad day. That's where he's at. That's here too, but it's called selling fake name brand stuff, that too. In America, you can rent a girlfriend to make yourself look good, but I think that's very expensive. That's probably called something different here again, but let's keep it family friendly. So you got the fake like purchasing of stuff. Then am I allowed to go, every now and again I want to have a serious conversation with the stream. I love doing that. And I think this one's kind of important because I must admit, I've got to be careful too where I'll say things and then I'll regret it later. Mm-hmm. When I try to find news on YouTube, you have to be very, very careful. There's a lot of misinformation out there. It's fake. People do it just like the clickbait that we were talking about earlier. People do it to get the views. And I know there are things that we can do that will get us even more views if we went down that path. But I kind of refuse to do it just because I think it's kind of wrong. You know what I mean? Like you might hear a rumor about someone or an accusation about someone, maybe a celebrity or some other YouTuber, and I was guilty of that in a recent stream. Until things are proven and taken to the proper authorities, you shouldn't really believe anything that anyone says, in a video. Even news channels can be quite biased. So just, when you get information, keep an open mind about it. That's the point that I'm trying to make there. All right, so that's enough of that. By the way, I can read mine. By the way, Uncle Poodot, your old mate Maddie came on my stream the other day and wants to eat a penguin. I think that's Muzzy. Did he go to your stream? That's awesome. Or it might be someone else. I don't know if you're talking about two friends in real life from school. How's that? I've known them since we were kids. And I don't ask them to join. We barely speak about the YouTube channel because not many people in my real life know about it. Just the, really close ones and a couple of family members. That's it. Before you think, no, I did not rent, okay, that person is a monster. Who's a monster? I missed something. Does the word you're thinking about start with a, well, yep. Can I be serious? We need to have serious talks every now and again. I'm going to have to ask Muzz after the stream whether he's what was he doing in Penguin's stream. But there you go. You get support from us. That's how it works. Isn't it? I know that the other guy went to, I think, Spidey's channel to go and support him for a little bit because Spidey helped him out. So there you go. Oh, Kane's here too. He was teaching me how to cook a lion. Oh my goodness. Murray's a funny character. I like Muzz. He's a good man, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Just don't get to see him anymore because of the restrictions that we have, but at least we can talk on the phone. Penguin, I have Super Mario Maker. Nice one. Guten Tag. There's a bit of German for you again, Stinky. Look at you go. You're a wrestling expert. So what other real and fake things do you have out there? You know that there's real and fake plants and animals that do things to trick you? Like the lyrebird. Do you know the lyrebird, Stinky?
Nope.
You're kidding me. You do realise it's on the 5-cent piece in Australia?
5-cent piece?
Yep.
I don't know any of your birds.
Well, first of all, do you know what a lyre is?
Talk lie?
Right. Now, this is where it's almost
Can
like
you move a little bit over there? Too close, too close.
This is why it's a day you like being close to me, Stinky.
Hot.
It's almost like a double entendre there because you're quite correct in one sense, the bird's a bit of a liar, but it's actually spelt L-Y-R-E, which is a musical instrument, kind of like a harp.
Ah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this bird is very, very good at mimicking other birds. Extremely good at doing it. So it does, has all of these different bird calls to attract a mate. Mm-hmm. And possibly throw other birds off, whatever it's doing. There you go. That's a fake bird. No, you can't really say it's a fake bird, is it?
Nah, you can't.
What about fake plants that pretend to be other things? So there's all kinds of real and fake out there anyway. I'll wait for the live chat if they want to continue talking about that, or we'll change topics again. Bonjour, Kane. Do lions taste good? Yes. Peter, did you throw crabs at Stinky because he wanted me to throw crabs at you to wake you up?
Huh?
Yeah. And then he said you'd have a feast. He asked me the other day, where's Stinky? And I said, in her isolation room. And he said, go wake her up by throwing crabs on her. She'll have a feast. And I said, no, I'm only going to throw the shells after I've already eaten.
You don't even eat seafood.
Yeah,
Don't
crab.
be ridiculous.
Since when don't I eat crab? Crab's delicious.
Do you normally eat crab? You don't.
Yeah, I
You're
do.
broke.
I eat crab.
Where is
Okay, here is my serious and then fun story for you. Nice one. The killdeer bird is a liar. It pretends to be hurt to draw you away from its nest, and then it gets up when you're close and gets back into the nest. I've heard of that bird before. True, It pretends it has like a broken wing or a broken leg.
Why?
So that the predator will go after it instead of its babies.
Whoa, really? Okay.
Then you got, I'm not sure if we talked about this in the stream or privately, but the bird that lays its eggs in another bird's nest so that it doesn't have to raise them. That's fake eggs, I suppose you could say. Like the ugly duckling. There you go. Debbie R says, I love crab legs. So do we. They're delicious.
I don't like the legs. I like the claw.
Yeah, the claw's I want to say the best part. But I'm always hesitant, like when you crack open the main body of it, is there anything that you can eat there, or you shouldn't eat any of it? Because I don't.
What? Say that again?
Well, you got the legs and the claws, but then when you crack open its body, there's all kinds of stuff in there.
Oh, the body part?
Yeah.
It depends.
On the crab?
Like if it's like a female crab and it got eggs, some people likes it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Does it have white meat ever in the body of the crab?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So I might eat
You
that.
have to have meat in there at some point.
I don't know. It always
What?
seems to be full of goo.
It will have some in there too. It's the body part.
Maybe we'll have to catch
Just
a crab,
like here.
crack it open and see what's in there. We'll get you to eat it all. So to those who do have a YT channel, be warned, YT is a blessing and a curse. I'll start off tonight with a very concerning instance that happened to me. I agree, does this story involve me, Penguin? Probably. I eat it. Yeah, how much to do? Yeah, how much do it has in there? Yeah, I agree. See, Debbie's saying it's poop. I agree. It just looks... The stuff that's inside the main body of a crab doesn't look nice. Now, have you had Alaskan or king crab, the one that's got the huge legs? I know you want to try it. I'm not sure if you've ever eaten it. That massive crab.
Never try.
It's actually very, very plain when it comes to crab meat. One of the most plain crab meats.
But crab meat is kind of plain.
Well, some's got more flavour than others.
Like what?
Your blue claw crab.
What?
It's got a
Never
decent
heard
amount of
about
flavour. I reckon mud crab's got a decent flavour to it. It's not that plain.
Okay.
I don't know what the most popular one is. There must be like a popular one. Penguin, it ain't being like mentioned in stories, so okay, fair enough. So Penguin, you've been warned. Oh, that's the one that Debbie eats. So what's it called? Is it Alaskan king crab or giant crab?
Alaskan. I don't know. For sure, because never have it.
I wonder, because it's a deep sea one, so, you know, hopefully you can have proper farming of it as opposed to just going out and getting the wild ones, because you want it to be sustainable, and those things are majestic too. I feel quite bad sometimes, you know, about eating meat, and particularly if it's something that's a bit exotic. You don't want to over-indulge, but I suppose if you do, you know, if it's expensive, you can't do that anyway. Snow crab, says Debbie. Oh, I've never tried snow crab, have you?
I never tried many kind of crabs.
Blue crab and Dungeness crab? Dungeness, I've never heard of that either. But Ethanator says they have meat in their bodies, so maybe we should try those. We might have to go to the fish market one day if we can ever go to a market ever again. If we ever get the restrictions lifted, that would be good. Snow crab? That's another one I've never heard of. Have you ever seen a penguin crab? Never seen one of those either. I have. They are the... Debbie says snow crabs are the best. So maybe we've got to try one of those.
What does it look like?
White? Because it's in the snow? Maybe?
It's not in the sea or water.
It's a crab.
It's not gonna live in the snow.
Yeah, a crab that lives in the snow.
No. You're ridiculous.
You haven't heard of the crab that lives in the snow before? No, you got to play the game. Don't Google it.
Crab. I'm Googling.
Ah, yeah,
I'm
Googling it.
Oh,
that looks pretty good.
the legs kind of big.
Yes.
Oh, that's big.
That's a huge crab.
King crab, snow crab looks.
All right, that's enough of that. Go back to the channel and put on your...
Alaska.
Come on, Stinky, you can't do this midstream. What are you doing?
Well, why not?
Yeah, because it's going to be boring for people to just, number one, see that, and then number two...
They don't really watch. They already...
talk to us.
They already said from the start, wrestling is boring.
That's one... Random lately has been saying everything's boring. I think he's just getting sick of us. He's no longer finds us entertaining because he's been very quiet. He does tend to say a couple of negative things each stream. So sorry, Random, if you're still there. We can't always be entertaining, I guess, particularly when it's Uncle Poodot. Aunt Stinkpants is entertaining. My brother Cincy is so crabby all the time. The fish markets sell fish, not crab. No, I'm kidding. My brother is shellfish. And they are huge and the claw is sweet. That's what you want, sweet meat.
Hang on, where
It's like hands down crayfish number one for me. You get crayfish. That is by far the best seafood you can possibly eat. Abalone's pretty good. Crab's delicious, you know. Then there's one thing I'd kind of like to try just because of the whole survivalist aspect, but I don't know if I'd really want to eat it, is sea urchin. Just because I've seen many of them when I've gone diving. You crack that thing open and eat it. It's a delicacy. It's worth a fortune to the Japanese and other cultures that like it, not just Japanese. I watched a show where the Americans were exporting and they were like, we don't eat this stuff here, but they love it overseas. Now, I'm sure Americans do eat it too, though. It'll be eaten all over the world. You'd probably get it here somewhere if you look hard enough. That's what you want, isn't it? I wonder if there's a fake crab. Oh, yeah, fake crab meat. There you go. There's fake versus real. Yeah, we all... That's the thing. Well, because Debbie R, I think, is Deborah from quite a while ago, if I'm not mistaken, that channel name has changed again as well. But I think it's still the same person. I could be wrong about that. But, yeah, when you keep changing your channel name, it does make it hard. Soft Boba's changed it that many times. It's hard to keep up. But we remember random as what? At least it's less confusing. There's less randoms in the stream. What do you think of caviar? Yeah.
I don't like it.
Nah, was not a fan. We tried it, didn't we, at that restaurant?
Yeah, we tried it. It's just nothing special.
It wasn't, was it?
I don't know why it's so popular. I don't get it.
Was it the genuine caviar? Because that's the other thing. Like, you can have fake caviar. Look at it still talking about fake versus real.
I don't mind some of the fish egg, but not caviar. Caviar is just, I don't know, it's just salty. There's nothing special about it.
And have you tried the orange and the black? Because there's two different kinds.
I think we tried the black ones. We haven't tried the orange.
Oh, I've had them both.
I tried salmon or something.
Salmon roe, yep.
Yeah, that one not really big fan. But there are like small ones in the sushi. I can't remember what they call it, but I like that one.
I say, what's the point? Let them breed. Don't eat the eggs, let them grow. That's what you got chickens for.
Now, I don't know how can I go back to fight.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know what to click to fight. What?
Click on the red stuff first. Always click the red stuff. That's what I say, because that usually lets you do things. You'll work it out. You're the master gamer, according to a number of comments I've received recently. Oh, always been Debbie R. So no, it might be a different person. There's a Japanese legend that says your present face is the face of the one you loved in your past. Did you know the poo dot? Oh, gee, I must have loved someone ugly in the past. Self-deprecating humour. That's what that is, Stinky. Then what about the person that you're my arch nemesis, really. There's no love there, is there, Stinky? So I've been looking at all the other Penguin Plays Games channels and I find a fan channel. So this is the first I just reacting to some things, but then it got really weird. Never mind, this is the story time. I got to say, can I mention his name? Maybe I shouldn't. There's a channel that got terminated recently that is, once that happened, my goodness, the number of fake channels that came out was incredible. Like, I scrolled down maybe 100 and then gave up after that. It was ridiculous. And they're probably, a lot of them are fan type channels. We've got them as well. We had up to 7 at one point. I don't know if they'd be fans necessarily, but we had 7 impersonators, I can say that.
Yep.
We're at story time. Poo-Dot, always click the red stuff. So click the red button that ends the world. Oh, here we go. Well, I guess if Poo-Dot told me to. When you have the Cold War, well, I've got to be careful about what I speak of, but the nukes, you press the red button. Don't press it. But in a game, it's fine, I think, for the most part. Unless it's asking you to buy stuff because we're too cheap to do that. But other than that, do it. Oh, little person that doesn't like us has come and gone already. They do that every stream. See that?
No, don't see anything.
We've got our first dislike. We get them on every video. People don't like us, Stinky. Can't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
No comment from the
Beep,
Stinky?
beep, beep.
I want to do... What else do you want to do, Stinky, in terms of content? I want to change it up a little bit when
Like
you've got
what?
time. Well, we've still got to do a musical challenge. We haven't done one of those for ages.
I tried to do one. You don't have any for me.
What, that song that you sang?
Yep.
But I did. I answered you twice already. You don't listen.
No, I asked you have anything for me.
Yeah, we're going to do something for lunch today. We always
What?
do.
Okay, so you don't have anything for me.
Right now,
Yeah, of course.
Jerky.
I'm talking about the music.
Oh, what? I'm confused.
Yes, you are so confused. What are you talking about?
What are you talking
We are
about?
talking about music, right? And so I'm like, yes, I tried to give one challenge for you today. Do you have any for me?
Any for you? What, a challenge?
Whatever. Never
Yeah,
mind.
see, I still don't understand what you're saying there, Stinky.
Okay, never mind.
Random, for a day on Christmas Day, you can go back to Random Vids Daily just for that day. Oh, dear. That happens, doesn't it? Have you worked out all of the moves now, Stinky? It doesn't look like you've lost a match yet.
I might.
Oh, now, before I forget, I wanted to ask, not that anyone needs to be a WWE fan, but for the WWE Mayhem or modern WWE, who are the most popular or famous characters? Because that might be the clickbait thumbnail thing that's going to happen. And I don't know, I know The Rock, but I don't think he does that anymore. Does he? He's an actor now. He doesn't really do it. And then who else? I've heard of The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar just because he got involved in the UFC. But to be honest, I don't know any of the modern wrestlers. Or the male and female for that matter. Because, do a bit of clickbait with a female versus male. How about that? Can you do that in this game? Have you tried?
Try what?
To go female versus male. Show the girl power.
Maybe not.
Should make a vlog channel, but you can blur your faces. Well, I know that Penguins asked us to do a live cooking stream before, and we thought about doing a camping one, but again, we really don't want to, expose ourselves too much. That's the problem with doing these sorts of things, that if it's a stream, it's much harder to make sure that you don't get in front of the camera. And it might end up being quite boring if you don't. I don't know. We'll have to think about that one. But great suggestion. Oh, gee, I'm a little bit behind. Oh, gee, I'm way behind. Oh, no, I'm not. I don't know what's going on. Boomer, says Kane. Oh, Debbie's saying, I think she's saying, do you have a song that you like? Is that what you were trying to get at? Do you have one for me?
Challenge for me.
Any sort of challenge?
Music, because we talk about music, but never mind.
Yeah.
We don't have.
We've got the next instrument. You know that already.
Nah, I'm talking about today. Nah, never
Oh,
mind.
today, we are the champions. You've done that before. You do some of your lovely singing. Seeing as you say, I can't sing. Can you do that?
Nah.
No singing for the stink pants. So before we got back to school, I took my mates out to lunch at a burger restaurant outside, and we're having a very nice time. So a day goes by and I check again, and now it gets really okay. So there's more to come. Do fish swim or just float really well? I got to say they do swim because their tails move, their fins move. That's swimming, isn't it?
Guess
But
so.
jellyfish would float. I don't know if they swim necessarily. They just get taken along by the currents. I saw something about the man of war jellyfish, it was called. That thing's a dangerous looking creature. It looks scary. And yet some of the worst jellyfish that we have here look quite innocuous and they're not big, but I've been stung by one. There's a story time for you. The blue bottle jellyfish. That thing hurt because it's got long skinny tentacles that just wrap around you. It looks like I had a tattoo or something on my arm because it just wrapped around my arm when I was floating out in the water. Not fun. You ever been stung by anything like that, Stinky?
Nope.
What about a bee? You've had a bee sting, haven't you?
Not sure, maybe once, if I did.
I've even been stung by a wasp. That hurt. That hurts a lot.
Are they different?
Well, the bee sting, as long as you pull, in my experience anyway, as long as you pull the sting out fairly quickly, it's not that painful. Like, it's more of a shock and then it just dies down. But if you happen to leave it in there for too long, then it gets a bit more painful. But then again, as a kid, very painful. Another story time for you there. I had one of our family friends babysitting me when I was a little child. Dad had gone away somewhere, so she took me to the other doctor, and I was screaming and wailing the whole way, and that doctor just laughed at me. It's like, it's a bee sting, it's no big deal. But the problem was the foot swelled up quite a lot because the sting didn't come out straight away. There you go. Did you know the song Happy Birthday is technically illegal to sing? Because permission of the song to be anywhere was not approved. But I thought it'd be common attribute type song, unless you've got it depends on the country, but I think worldwide, you would know more about this, isn't it? That copyright is
I don't know.
lifetime plus 50 or 75 years at most.
Yeah.
So any classical song, for example, you can.
We don't have.
Yeah. So the song is, if someone owns the rights to it, that would be different. Because I know that some people have bought rights to very, very popular traditional songs that aren't that old. So there you go. Weird. So apparently across the street we have a dog park. She made a video recording me and my mates just talking. So I reported the video saying, I'm glad you like the thing's butt. Ooh, this is getting into stalker territory. Please do not record me and my mates without consent. Now this is another thing that I don't know how I feel about this, about recording in public, because you're allowed to do it. Like it's not illegal to do it, recording in a public place. But the number of YouTube videos where people just walk down the street and they're just filming everyone, and it's like, all right, but you do realise you're putting that on the internet, on YouTube. I don't think it's right. Probably receive a ton of hate for saying that, but if you're going to record someone, you probably should ask their permission, shouldn't you? Says Stinky. It's the most I get out of you. It's called blue bottom because it has a blue butt. Or when it stings you, it gives you a blue butt. Blue bottle, not blue bottom. Do you know that one, the blue bottle jellyfish? No.
I have heard.
That's my accent. No one understands it. Fake Wrestling, says Lewis Tharp. Hello and welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. I think it might be the first time for you. All wrestling's real. No fake. Like Kucha Mubra, the Mexican stuff where they wear the masks as well. Have you seen that? It's hilarious. I love it. It's more entertaining because, they wear capes and masks. Nacho Libre, a movie, if you know that. I've heard that too, Ethanator about a happy birthday. I haven't heard that. Because we sang it the other day, didn't we? When it was Penguin's birthday. We sing it for everyone's birthday when they're in the stream. There you go. I was just talking about the Mexican wrestling. We got a little bit of, I don't know if you call that Mexican music or what do you call it? The samba and the tango and the... What is it called? Nothing from the Stinky. So she removed it and I thought it was over, but then I got sent on my Twitter's photo of me and my mates furious house talking at each other from outside. My goodness. What kind of tea you drinking there, soft boba? Is it bubble tea? Boba tea? Can you call it boba tea? I think they call it boba in America. Did you know that?
What?
What we call bubble tea, they call boba tea.
Yeah, from the Gordon game it says boba tea.
So which one's the correct one?
Depends on what country.
There you go. It's got bubbles in it.
It's not bubble. It's balls in it.
Oh, green tea. There you go. You like a bit of green tea, don't you? I do too.
I never seen you drink green tea. What are you talking about?
Don't we have it when we go to Chinese or any kind of Asian?
No, that's like
Jasmine
or oolong tea.
We never
it's
have
not
green tea?
Nah.
Yeah. I feel like a cup of green tea now.
Yeah, we have.
I don't like green tea ice cream though. It's too strong.
That's matcha. It's not actually not quite the same thing. You know what's different between matcha and green tea?
No? Powder? Powder
Yeah.
versus leaves?
So they ground the leaves and maybe some branches that attach to it too. So it's kind of stronger, it's bitter because you drink all of it. Compared to the green tea where you just dip it in the hot water and throw it away.
Oh, I see. And it dissolves in it, right? Like the powder actually dissolves?
Yeah, and you
Then
drink all of that.
That would make it stronger flavour.
Of course.
That's why I'm not into it so much. Sesame ice cream, though, that's delicious. That stuff's awesome. Did you see my comment up there about the sting? Did I? No, I didn't. Hang on. Oh, my buddy got stung on his ginger twins. You know what ginger twins are? It's another word for giblets.
Why you got so many terms for that? Same as for girls, breasts.
Well, because you gotta flaunt the system a bit.
Why can't you just call that what it is?
Because we can't
What's so wrong?
we can't say those sorts of things in the stream. That's why I called it a poll.
Why?
Ginger in his ginger twins and bowl. That just shows my dirty sense of humour. I don't think anyone enforces it. Yeah, I haven't seen anyone take anyone to court when it comes to happy birthday. What type of tea? Dang, I was hoping for Earl Grey. Oh, really? So Penguin doesn't mind Earl Grey. I used to drink a bit of that, but
I
compared
don't
to...
normally drink Earl Grey.
Yeah,
What does it taste like?
It's an acquired flavour.
What do you mean by quiet flavor?
Acquired. It's a strong flavoured tea. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's like you expect, like English breakfast tea, I like that. And it just sort of tastes like tea, you know what I mean? Like normal black
Hang on,
tea.
go back to the Earl Grey. What's different? What?
Well, think of, when I say normal tea, I just mean like black tea, right? That's what I grew up with. You know, you've got all kinds of tea out there, like you said, green tea, jasmine, oolong, many different varieties. But black tea, like Ceylon tea or the tea that comes from tea leaves in Sri Lanka, that's normal tea. You know what I mean?
Just go back to your Earl Grey.
So Earl Grey is still black tea, but it does not taste like black tea.
Now go back again. Double back. What does it taste like?
I can't really describe the flavour. It's just really strong. It's like, you know, when I got you to drink some blackcurrant tea and you've had the eucalyptus tea before. That's still black tea, but it's been infused with something else. But when you drink blackcurrant tea, you can taste the normal tea and you can taste the blackcurrant. Mm-hmm. With Earl Grey, it's still black tea, but you can't taste the black tea.
So what did you taste?
The
Nothing?
Earl Grey. They put Earl Grey in it.
Oh,
The
never
Grey of
mind.
Earl.
Never mind.
You know, Earl, like Prince Harry and the other guy. Right? So you got Earl Grey, he was an Earl from England.
This is no helping.
Then they minced him up and put him in tea. So now all Earl Grey tea tastes like Earl Grey. When you say, what does jasmine tea taste like? Tastes like jasmine.
No, it smells like jasmine, tastes like tea.
Well, there you go. It smells like black tea, tastes like Earl Grey.
But no one's know what Earl Grey tastes like or smell like. But everyone know what is jasmine smell like. So doesn't help. Put up
The Earl Grey flower. There's a flower out there called Earl Grey. It's the one that Prince Harry's brother, the other guy.
No, that's William.
Him.
He's not
There's
Earl and he's not Grey.
There's a running joke there. Yeah,
He's
but
not Grey yet.
he wears an Earl Grey flower.
He will be.
Oh, you'll be bald before he goes grey. Green tea ice cream. Lols, cheers, mate. Steve Austin versus John Cena. If there's hobbies here, nice one. It's good to see you as well. It's been a while. How have you been? Facecam streams from Penguin. My mate called pillows. Sorry, that's a bit too hard. Well, no, that's fine. No more Facecam. At least you've got buddies. Don't call them a good rack, so you're good. Earl Grey equals true bliss, says Penguin. See, I think that's the other thing that... Penguin, do you like black pudding? Because Stinky doesn't mind it. You would actually eat that.
Yeah, well, Asian eat black curd, so
Ugh, you vampire.
can be chicken blood, can be pig blood. What's with that?
I don't know.
It's really just doesn't have much taste.
It's like having a hot dog or a sausage. They taste delicious. I don't want to know what's in it because I know it's not good. Oh man, sausages and hot dogs do not have the stuff that you really want to eat. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you'll eat anything.
Like what?
Like the stuff, if you go to butcher a carcass of an animal, different cultures are different. Like some cultures will use every part of the animal. But, you know, if you're sort of, I guess, Australian or English or something like that, you might not, just because of tradition. So they'll still use every part, but they're not going to want to have certain parts of the animal. They're not going to look at that as a delicacy. It's more like, I'm starving, I'm going to eat it. You know what I mean?
I don't get how can I do this.
So anyway, point is, yeah, the hot dogs and sausages aren't made from the best part of the animal. You know, the best part would be your steaks and your fillets and roasty parts, all of that's good stuff. But then when you start getting to what's in the stomach cavity, then maybe not so much.
But you use the intestine for making sausage
Exactly.
anyway.
So that's why, I mean, I know that it's the skin, which I like eating the skin, but I don't like...
It's intestine.
Yeah, and I don't like thinking about it. I do not like thinking about it.
You like the intestinal.
But not offal.
What? Intestine
eat-
is awful.
Yeah, would you eat offal?
It's awful anyway. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about it looks like a honeycomb white thing. That's what we call offal.
Honeycomb white thing.
Yeah,
What?
I think it's the stomach lining of a cow.
No,
Don't
that
quote me.
is tripe.
Yeah, tripe and offal, same thing.
Different thing. Offal is more kind of like broad in the organ, guts.
Oh, right.
But then you basically talk about the tripe. That's the stomach of the cow.
I hope no one's eating lunch right now.
What's wrong with you? Tripe is good. I like it.
Oh, yeah, you do the fish one. Ew.
No, that's not the stomach. That's the airbag.
Ew. You just gut the thing and eat the meat. That's what you do with a fish.
No, you ate every part. You killed the animals already.
You're
bloody
right.
have to be responsible for its life.
You are 100% right. You should use every part of the animal. So when we find ourselves in a survival situation, I'm going to eat all of the meat and you're going to have all of that stuff. Because you don't mind
That's
it.
not
You like
fair.
it. You like it.
That's not fair.
All right, I'll give you some meat. But you've got to mix it with all of the
And
other
you
stuff.
can't eat too much of the awful thing because it's gonna increase too much uric acid
right.
in your body and you might have gouts.
Well, we can
And that's not good.
we can jerkify it for long-term storage and have little bits at a time. I'm probably way behind in the chat here. I have a good joke about a rowboat. If you, well, in a rowboat, say this was a rowboat, not a motorboat. True that. No, don't like black pudding. Burgers are made of chicken in the US. Do they, well, isn't there like a chicken burger and then a beef burger? Probably a pork burger too? Or do they just make everything from chicken and fake it?
I don't think so.
Would you rather be a zombie and eat brains or a vampire and suck blood?
Probably vampire because you still have, you still have your brain.
Yeah, when you think of it, yeah, exactly. Yeah, rather be a vampire. Plus you live forever.
And it's just blood. And zombie just eat pretty much everything.
That's true. Rotten or... oh, no, they've got to go fresh at least, don't they?
No, zombie just eat
Oh,
everything.
they'll eat anything. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Brain, guts, blood, whatever.
Well, this is turning into a nightmare stream. Well, and that's the end of the soundtrack. Let's start it from the start again. If I can get that thing to work. Come on. I'm being very slow there, as per usual.
Plus vampire has more energy.
Like you. You're full of energy. Right, so that's done. Vampire, tell Stinky to watch How It's Made Hot Dogs on YouTube, then she'll understand what you mean. No, because then she'll tell me about it afterwards.
Yeah, don't
How
mind.
yeah, you don't mind, but
And I have seen Chinese sausage making before.
you have to promise me if you do any of that, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know.
I haven't seen the Western version, that's all.
Because I've seen it recommended quite a few times. I refuse to click on it.
And I know that like the industrial one is kind of different from homemade one.
Now is a hot dog from Europe, Asia or the Americas. It's interesting that so many cultures have different types of hot dogs.
Why you keep calling hot dog? It's
Or
sausage.
sausage. Because the Asian sausage, that lasts forever.
No, depends.
Really? I consider
Depends.
that an ultimate survival food.
You have Thai sausage before, does not last
No,
forever.
not those. You know the ones I'm talking about.
We also
just-
have the one that long lasting as well. That's in the fridge.
All right.
But it's not forever. You can't say that. It's not gonna last forever. It can last long term, short term, whatever, but not forever.
I don't know if this is an urban myth or not, but I heard a story where they found a barrel full of traditional hot dogs, like from one of those acid barrels or whatever, and they cracked it open. The thing was 25, 30 years old, and apparently they looked as fresh as the day they were made.
But I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah, you would. I also watched a documentary on a homeless man in Australia that said that you can eat hot dogs out of the bin, but you got to wash them first. You got to wash the slime off because he got very sick from not doing it. But then he's eaten stuff that's years old, and it's fine. Not that I'm recommending anyone to do that unless you're absolutely starving. Stinky does not know what hot dogs is. Are you not even American or 1%? True. No, try again. Asia. Oh, gee, I'm way behind. Europe. What country? Why is it called hot dogs if it's not made out of dog? Why are hamburgers called hamburger if it's not made out of ham?
Oh, you can put ham in there if you want.
But they don't. Why is jerky called jerky if it's not made from jerks? Oh, I cracked myself up there. No one else found it funny.
No one else. They might, but you can't hear them.
Wiener Schnitzel, and the Americans call it hot dog because they have a wiener dog. Now, I got a story from Germany when I was there. We were in East Germany, so the English, they don't speak as much English there as they do in West Germany. It's probably different now. This is going back, almost 20 years now. But where we were, it wasn't... I'm sure if you went to a bigger city as well, we weren't in a big city or anything, and most of the locals couldn't speak English except for the younger people. The students could, 20 or younger, but people of parents' age or so on. Even, some younger people couldn't speak that much English. Anyway, so we're there, and I was there with one of my friends. We were studying together, and he'd actually studied a little bit of German at at school, whereas I'd studied French, so I knew zero German when we got there. Now, you know what it's like if you've been to a foreign country and you can't speak the language. You got to learn pretty quick, at least somehow, to be able to feed yourself. And I ended up there was this guy that had a hot dog cart, or a Wiener Schnitzel cart, that was outside the place where we were staying. So every day we would walk to classes and we'd have to pass him. So that was our breakfast every single day, and it was delicious. And we tried just about every sausage on his cart. Bratwurst, that's one of them. Liverwurst, not liverwurst, bratwurst, that's the only one I can remember. German sausages are good, that's what I'm saying. German food's good. It's kind of plain but nice. Wholesome. Hearty. And then just to finish off German food odyssey, the best kebab I have ever eaten was in Germany. Which is crazy. You would think of that. That's not where kebabs come from. And we've got plenty of kebabs here.
Well, you said that, but you never been to
the
true.
real thing. I've never been to the real thing. And that does make a difference. You go to the real country, the food is always better there, isn't it? Well, I question pizza in Italy, just because we've grown up on our pizzas, and I think their pizzas look very plain. But then again, I haven't had one. Well, okay, so have you seen the pictures of how chicken nuggets for McDonald's is made and how it looks pink like slime? Oh my goodness. I'm never going to eat a nugget again. But I have had a pustule experience from a nugget once. It put me off eating them for years.
Yeah, I heard that they use, what do you call, pink slime, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's, you don't want to know what it's
No, I don't want to know.
But I know.
I bit into one once and it had a pus pocket in it. And it put me off. I didn't eat them for years and years after that. Started eating them again, though. Gross. It originated from Germany. Yeah, gross. And yes, Uncle Peanut. Penguin is eating, so he's got a strong stomach given the conversations at the moment. What food technically never expires? I love this question. I've researched this question. You got some answers for me, Stinky? I've tried to educate you.
Yeah.
What? Number one.
You try to say honey.
Honey.
But it depends on how you store it.
Yes, it does need to be stored correctly, but honey will never go off. You know, they've cracked open honey from tombs in Egypt and it's still edible.
Yeah, they crack everything open from honey, sausage and whatnot.
And not only that, it's got medicinal purposes. It's going to give you practically everything you need. Although you couldn't just live off that alone. You'd probably get sick, but it's a superfood.
You're going to be fat.
What else?
Salt.
Yes. What else?
Not sausage, I don't think. Hang on.
Well, I'd say the Chinese sausage maybe.
Nah. I disagree.
Sugar. Alcohol. Tea can last for a very long time. Rice.
Algae not gonna last that long. It's gonna be empty soon.
White rice could be almost indefinite if stored correctly. But a lot of it depends on storage. But I think these are important things to know for the times of the apocalypse like now, isn't it? We stored up on quite a bit of long-term food, just in case the worst case scenario. And, if you jerkify something, it's going to last for a long, long time. You dehydrate that and there's no moisture in it. It really doesn't matter if it's exposed to oxygen or not, although you shouldn't. But, yeah, I say you should. You should learn about these things.
Actually, you should tell me the real food. These 3 things, it's not really food that kind of make your stomach full. It's more like ingredient. Like, who gonna eat salt or sugar for whole life?
Well, you need a bit of salt. You do need, like, whatever the nutrients are in honey. That's a good thing to have.
You're not
But are
gonna
you talking,
eat that to make your stomach full.
So now you're talking, well, rice. If you store rice correctly, I would suggest that it could almost be indefinite. If you put it in vacuum sealed with a oxygen tablets or packets and put it in a food bucket and store it in a cool, dry place, who knows how long that would last? I'd say a long, long time. Lots of grains and things, you could probably do that. But, if you can dry stuff out, even things like dried beans and peas and, when they're hard, they last for a long time. And all you really got to think is your lifetime. So, 100 years. If you can last for 100 years, you're good to go. Start investing early. Don't do that, guys. I'm joking. Invest in shares and stocks and those sorts of things. But nothing wrong with storing up a bit of food. We've learnt that from 2020, I tell you what. Can jerky be made from jerks? There are a lot of jerks in the world. That is true. I see a lot of them online. Would you rather not have internet or cut off your foot? No, I'd rather not have internet, straight up. Pizza is an Italian food. True, don't give up. What food never expires? Penguins, because people don't eat them. Seals do. You win. People and they eat them all. I'm pretty sure that, if you grew up where penguins are and you're the native person from there, you're probably going to eat it. Isn't that how it works just about everywhere in the world? Look at you go. You've barely lost a bout, stink pants.
Oh, I did lose.
You're all about winning the bouts. You're doing the smackdown. Now, what other things have we got here? We've been talking about quite a few things once again, food. We haven't discussed what's going to be done after the stream yet, have we? You're feeding this fat belly, I can tell you that now. Anyway, going back to the story. Finally, she sent me a photo from my backyard, and then the next day she does it again. But I waited for her and caught her and called the officers. She went to juvenile. Wow. I worry about Spidey and Penguin. They seem to have things happen in their lives that are quite scary. So, yeah, you've never had an experience with a stalker or anything, have you, Stink Pants?
Nope.
No, neither have I. Her channel was removed by me and I hope to never see her again. The end. Yeah, I hope things are okay and that she gets the proper treatment that she needs. I do have a bit of a story time about a stalker though. He's a guy that I knew from school. He's actually a friend of mine. I haven't seen him or spoken to him for a long time though, but we used to get along. And he just asked me straight up once, have you ever stalked anyone? And I said, no. He said, I have. Well, what? Why? And he said, I follow them home on the train to see where they live and what they do. Wow. But that guy ended up being in a psychiatric institution for a while. He did have some problems. And hopefully he's okay now. I don't know. Haven't spoken to him. Story time. I like turtles. The end. I like turtles too. We used to have a terrapin. We used to have 4 of them. How old was she? I can't say her age, but between 12 and 20. Yeah, don't dox. Obsessed with the penguin. Penguin's got, he's got all of the makings of somebody that's going to be famous. You know that? Oh, look at that girl. There you go. There's our clickbait.
Not attractive.
Oh, they're two females. You can't do a male versus female.
Nope. Not yet anyway. I don't know. You can.
And this going all the way back to the start of the stream. I mean, if you had to use one of those two girls in a thumbnail, which one are you going to use? You're going to use the one that shows the most skin, isn't it? I'm getting distracted by your gaming there. Oh, feels like old Uncle Peanut needs a bit of a break. He's getting all talked out for once. I will ask, seeing as the chat's gone a bit quiet, is the level of the music, the sound okay? Because I'm trying to figure out how to maximise it. To be honest, I've been spying on another YouTuber. He used to be a Twitch streamer, Dr. Disrespect, because apparently people do consider him the best streamer in the world when it comes to gaming. So I've been trying to work out what he does. But the reality is he pays people to do a lot of stuff, so we can't do what he does. But he's very good at having the pumpy type music, but it's quite loud, but he's also quite loud. So I'm trying to emulate that a little bit if I can. Invest in stocks. Me, okay, I'll invest in the Poodot Stink Pants stock. Well, and I'm joking about this. I will make this very clear that it's just a segue into a joke that I haven't mentioned. You know, if you do the channel memberships, it is an investment. Because what I've found, I've looked at their channels, their growth goes up, not just because of us, but it's a part of it. When we advertise other people, their channels memberships, their channel subscribers go up as well. Now, it could just all be them, but I had someone recently ask me to give them a shout out, and I'd said to them, look, you know, this is something that we offer to the members, so it wouldn't be fair on them to just give it to anyone when they're actually paying for it. So when I say invest, if you do it, then you do get free advertising from us. Well, not free, but you get advertising from us. And if you look at the views we get, it's not too bad. That's what I think. And we're still only tiny. Anyway, enough of that. I'm not telling the people do it. I'm just saying that's how you can invest in us.
Boring.
Patreon, merchandise, memberships. I'm stopping right there. Have you noticed I'm deleting all of my messages? Yeah, I did see that. And it's called sand because it's between sea and land. I did not know that, but it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Sand is between sea and land. Did you get that one? Mm-hmm. You did get that one, Stinky. We are the champions indeed. I love the fact that Penguin likes a bit of Queen. You know, when you can appreciate older things. Because I was like that when I was younger. You know, I appreciated older music and so on. There is merchandise. Yeah. So I guess not many people click on the read more in the video descriptions. Because that's where it all is. Or if you go to the About tab on our channel, it's got all the links to that stuff. But it's not like we promote any of it very heavily. But Boba's like a little spy. She knows about it. She looks into it all the time. It tells me about all kinds of stuff she's found. So, actually, I do have some merch news that... when do I get to speak to the animator? Because she apparently has created some new merch for us. We've got to get that on there. We've got to get it on the store. Or approved first.
You talk to her, then why you ask me?
Because you... No, I didn't speak to her, though. You were the one that told me. She didn't tell me. You said, she's got designs now for the merch. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. Merchandise. So we'll have to have a look at that because we do need to add to that. No sales, but don't expect any for a long time. That's what I'm saying, Stinky. I was going to make an important point before I forgot it. Oh, yeah. Can I go...
I can't find a point.
Can I go on a boomer rant now? Respect your elders. That's what I say.
You always ask. but you don't care for my answer
Yeah,
anyway.
you'll say no and I'll do it anyway.
Then why you ask? Stop doing pointless thing.
Because I got to make conversation, Stinky. Well, you can if you want. You do a bit of commentary there.
You want to play this game?
No.
Well then. No.
You're doing all right. Look at you. You're progressing nicely.
No, look at that. This guy got a lot more than me. How can I win him?
You do it. You're Steve Austin. I've heard of that wrestler before. When you're Steve Austin.
Don't have enough gold to upgrade. This is not good.
Yeah, no, they don't know Softbow because really we've never tried to promote ourselves and we don't have enough merch or even stuff that people would probably want to buy. You would only buy it to support us, not because it's fashionable. But that's why I was saying to the animated, make it fashionable so they can do that as well. But one day, hopefully, you know, if we end up ever getting big enough that people really want to support us, because they might think, all you're doing is gaming streams, but it's a lot more involved than that. A lot more than people really realise. And then once we can diversify and do some of the content that we actually intended to do in the first place. That's the funniest thing. We never intended to do what we're doing at the moment. Another game thing there happening, another advertisement. More money leads to more problems. It certainly does. That's where Stink Pants comes in and manages it all. You're the money manager, Stinky.
But now I don't have money to
Yeah, you do. You still haven't invested that other money I gave you already. It's been sitting in the bank for ages. No, because I would tell viewers I have a second channel and then they go there, would still take money because I delete the channel #money too. I just spilled tea on my lap, says Soft Babe, but no, that's no good. Hopefully it wasn't hot. No, I mean no more YouTube only watching videos. Soaked trousers. Have you ever peed your pants?
Yeah, of course, everyone must.
There you go, you pee pantser. Have you ever done it as an adult?
When I have UTI, yeah. I
There
think.
you go. You pee pantser. You ever pooped your pants?
You did.
Don't know what you're talking about. Moving on. Just on the legs, she said. Well, that's good. Oh, no. She said it was hot. That's not good. Run some cold water on the legs if it feels like they're burning, or at least take off whatever it is you're wearing if that's hot. Because you got to be... Stink Pants is... For a long time, you didn't really do stuff with the burns, did you? You're close.
What?
You've almost beat them. Well, I've seen you burn yourself at home and you didn't really run it under the cold water for too long.
Well, it depends. If it's not bad, I might not run for too long. But yeah, you usually need 20 minutes if it's bad. But you know, if it's like very superficial, you don't really need it that much. And this day you got burning aids where you can spray a cool gel effect that helps.
Right. You almost won that. It's like you gave up.
Because talking too much.
That's
Plus
what
this
happened.
guy, you know, we are running to an opponent who can counterattack your special power, but we can't counterattack anyone. So it's kind of annoying.
So close. Oh, Reinvent Yourself is here. Hello, nice to see you as well. I wonder if they're still there or they just disappeared. I wasn't really paying attention to the chat. Thank you for the like there, much appreciated. One of Penguin's friends calls, you know, peeing your pants making tea. You ever heard the saying, milk, lemonade round the back is where fudge is made?
What?
It's a visual thing, so I'm going to have to do it now. Milk, lemonade round the back's where fudge is made. Come on. That kind of made you laugh. Didn't it?
I'm like, okay. Lemonade stink. And fudge, I don't think I want to eat that.
Jeez, you don't want to eat any of it, is what I'm saying. Peter, I've stuck my tongue on a pole in the winter on a negative 15-degree day and it got stuck, so I needed someone to help me get it off. Have you ever got a story like that? Because I have. My brother used to torment me as a child. He said to me, stick your tongue on the freezer door. Like when you open it.
And why did you do that?
Because I was young. And he was, I don't know any better, and I looked up to him. I was only a little kid, and he's like, do it. And I said, why? And he said, just do it. Yeah, and you're not wrong. Get stuck there. He laughed his head off. And I had to pull the tongue off it. A little bit of tongue stays on the freezer. You know that. Mm-hmm. You end up bleeding a bit. My brother was not very nice to me when I was younger.
Is he nice to you now?
No.
Wow.
He's all right. He's all right. I have to speak to him again because we had argy-bargy. I'm going to not apologise, but at least talk to him. Promise you a laugh? I thought I did if you're talking about making tea. I have burnt myself on a 400-degree oven before. Then I did it again just because. Stinky, you got plenty of burn stories when it comes to work.
Uh-huh.
See, so many that you practically just gave up, isn't it? It's
what do you mean gave up? I never gave up. What are you talking about?
Just going to get burnt every day. No big deal.
Well, the rule of thumb is as long as it's not bigger than your palm of your hand, then it should be okay.
Right.
Also depends on how deep it is too. If it's superficial, that's fine. If it's like black and you don't feel hurt, it's bad.
That's bad. That's not good at all.
Black or white and you don't feel hurt, it damages your nerves already.
You don't want that, do you? Where Fudge is made. So they got the joke. They got my visual joke. Can I try another visual joke?
And hang on, I already played this thing.
I've done that. Well, you actually know this joke, so that's fine.
Okay.
I've done that once and my younger brother heard and asked me for the fudge. Oh, that's great. Has anyone ever asked you if you wanted lemonade because it wasn't actually lemonade, if you know what I'm saying? They're loving that. All right, I got another one. Do you know who Mr. Whippy is?
Oh.
Or Mr. Softy?
Yes.
You do?
You did many times, I know.
You know how Mr. Whippy does a poo? It's a visual joke.
Yep.
Think about it. Think about it, live chat. How does Mr. Whippy or Mr. Softy do a poo? I'm doing the movement. I'm just making myself
I never get this joke.
Okay, I'm going to have to give you the full demonstration. How does Mr. Whippy do a poo?
Who is with the Mr. Whippy anyway?
You said you knew who Mr. Whippy or Mr. Softy was.
Because you did that visual joke so many times, but I don't really get it. Like, who the heck is this?
Oh dear. That's the one time we actually need face cam, webcam thing. What's with these jokes? Don't eat the yellow snow, that's right. Oop, no, I'm a little bit behind in the chat there. I just got what you said. Oh, Exploit's here. It must be very early or late. One of the two for Exploit. Usually we stream at a bad time for Exploit. How you doing, Sunshine? So is a B black on yellow or yellow on black?
Huh?
A B.
B?
Yeah. Is it?
Black first. It's B.
Right. I think you might be right. And then they just grab a paintbrush and swipe a bit of yellow on it.
Ask the cat. Are you yellow or black first?
You just rat cat. Uncle Poodot and his following just do it. It's licking cold pole, driving without seatbelt, riding horse into creek, the thing with Mars. My goodness. They don't listen to anything we say. Don't eat yellow snow, but that's a good piece of advice. Don't eat yellow snow. Oh God, Poodot, what's with these jokes? Good job. What are these emojis? Why won't it tell me what the emojis are anymore? You used to be able to hover over it and it'd say.
Hey.
Guess the show by the emojis. It looks kind of like a car, but it's probably not.
Hey, did you eat all Krispy Kreme yesterday?
Yep. You want to get some more? SpongeBob SquarePants. That's what I'm guessing that is. Oh, someone just guessed it after I did. Your good job, my penguin. Story time. Pigs don't fly. It's so funny for me being in superposition for you, Poodot. Superposition? I don't quite get that one. Exploit? Please explain. Can I tell them about the Australian politician that's famous for please explain? It's not a great person, that one. Story time again. Look at you and the Hardy Boys. I used to read the Hardy Boys as a child, you know. It's a great TV. It's a great book series. Can't remember the name of the author now. Hardy Boys, check it up. Story time, the end. That was fast. Soft Babe is off. I guess it's quite late for her now. So thank you for staying as long as you did, Soft Babe. Very much appreciated.
Yeah. Hope you get better soon.
Yeah, she's been in the wars, Soft Babe, today. Hasn't she?
Bye.
Well, I'm getting kind of hungry, by the way, Stinky.
What do you get for me?
Krispy Kreme and something. Krispy Kreme and something else. Within a 5 kilometre radius. Look at you, you're almost finished.
Finish what? I'm dying so many times.
Yeah, but isn't that the end of the map there?
Yeah, I have to fight with this guy, the Baddy Boys.
Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys.
But it's a very different time for Exploit Kane. It's usually when we're streaming, it's right in the middle of the night when he should be asleep. So I'm very grateful that he actually managed to make it. It's very rare for Exploit to join the streams. Yeah, see, 4 o'clock, wow. Ugh, 4 o'clock in the morning. Kane's done it though. Kane got up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I said I was streaming at a different time. That's how dedicated Kane is. I called him a hopper on one of his videos. I can't say that anymore. He's only a hopper in Clash of Clans and Identity 5 streams. Hey Penguin, do you guys keep your money in a snowbank? That's a good joke. Did you get that?
Nope.
You got wrestling jokes. I haven't done that yet. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was lucky. It didn't have anything in it. I almost spilt my own tea. Uh-oh. Really doesn't like it when I do a bit of research there. That just stopped the computer. Sorry for that. It's going to halt things a little bit. It's 11 p.m. for Ethanator, so it's late for Ethanator as well. We need to move somewhere. Get answers on a proposed law. I wonder if we should talk about that. I haven't looked into it at all yet. The Google and YouTube have constantly been sending me messages. Have you been getting them?
Nope. Maybe. I don't know which message you're talking about.
The Australian government is proposing some new bill to access data and the algorithm for both YouTube and Google so that they can, number one, spy. I'm going to say it straight out. I think they're doing it to spy.
Who spy?
The Australian government. They want... They're trying to pass a law to say if you want to use these services in Australia, Google or YouTube, then these companies must provide the algorithm that they use and they must provide the data. to determine how searches are being made. Now, from YouTube or Google's perspective, what they're saying is it's going to ruin like Australian creators for a start, because what they're suggesting is big news media outlets are just going to take over. So there's going to be nothing left for the little guy, because they're just going to start pumping out material based on the algorithm. This is why YouTube keeps it very secretive. They don't want people to know how it works so that people can take advantage of it. Like for us, for example, I have no idea why we get so many views, why our videos get promoted. I honestly don't have any idea. I've got, some guesses, but I don't think they're right. So, yeah, who knows how it works. So, anyway, that's that part. Now, just bear with me. Sorry, I'm just doing something else here. So the commentary, can you do it, Stinky, or you can't?
Do what?
Just chat away there while I'm doing this.
Cannot. Don't have anything to chat.
Yeah, you can. I always forget to do this.
What do you have to do?
I've got to do the shout out stuff.
Shout out. Shout.
And that's the other thing that I'm going to have to do eventually is I keep talking about making members only videos, but I haven't done that yet either. Alright, sorry guys. As you all know, I find it very difficult to talk while I'm concentrating doing other stuff.
I don't want versus. What's this event? Alliance loot.
Oh.
Loot.
One more to go.
I think I don't have enough gold or anything. How can I do this?
What are you trying to do there, Stinkos?
I need to heal my guys, but I don't have enough money.
Money, 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 money. Hang on, what happened there? That didn't work.
It's gonna be the last one. Ugh.
Oh, sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than it normally does. Just bear with me. Almost finished, guys. Sorry about this. I've noticed that other streamers don't, for at least the ones that I've been trying to research, they don't do constant commentary. Like Dr. Disrespect, for example, a lot of the time he doesn't talk. And yet it's still considered... I know that he's very entertaining because he's extremely, extremely good at what he does. Like, we're not good players at anything.
Hey, stop saliva! Ugh.
I mean, you're awesome at playing everything. Now, let me just do that again. Delete that one. Alright, so that's done. Well, that was a bit of boring commentary there while I was trying to do stuff in the background. Midweeks, oh gee, I've missed a whole heap. Sorry, just bear with me guys, I'm catching up now. Oh, Red December, oh gee, I'm way behind in the chat. Sorry guys. Dude, it's 4 o'clock, I've read all of that, 11 PM. No, we give it to our children. That's why we haven't industrialised. Thank you for watching the commercials, Red December. Great to see you again. Sorry, I know that I was supposed to get to her channel before, but I might just make a note of it now because, sorry, it's just been extremely busy this week for me. So It's really no excuse. And yeah, just to let you know, often I only go based on whatever comments we receive. So sorry about that. How have you been? Check the piece of music, y'all. So at our beach we have a gigantic rock. So I tease my brother every time I see it and say, "There's the rock." Nice one. I always bring a piece of paper to a wrestling match just in case the rock is my opponent. Love it. Stinky is an AI. That's true. You're artificial intelligence, you know that?
No.
Uncle Poodot, unite with the New Zealand people and make YouTube Anzac. Yeah, I wonder if they could ever do that. I know that YouTube had I haven't seen it since, but they tried to advertise an official Australian YouTube channel to me, but it was just, it really didn't have any information at all. It was just trying to get on the, it was round when the pandemic broke out, so it was just all about that stuff. Shout out to me for being a hopper in Clash of Clans. Stink Pants is great at the commentary. That's from Red December. Stinky, you are. You're better than I am. It's just a struggle to get any words out of you. Word? Yeah, that's what I get from you. So I agree. Stink Pants is actually more entertaining. She's very funny in real life. And every stream I say to her, "Can you come on, let's show your humour on the streams."
My humour is not your humour.
Yeah, but it's, would I laugh? I think you're funny. People think you're hilarious and very entertaining. They're getting sick of Poodot.
I don't know any,
Visual jokes. Midweek stream, unlikely, but still working on it. I mean, we're getting so much, how do I put it? The workload for the past month has been incredibly high, which has made doing anything outside of just full-time work and YouTube, dealing with comments. There's so many of them. I get drowned in them. Anyway, that's enough of that. So great at the commentary. 2 silkworms are in a wrestling match. It ended in a tie. Nice one. Stinky is hopeless when she does commentary. Wrestling is stupid because it's men without pants fighting for a belt. That's pretty funny too. Hang on, I can't.
Men without pants?
Because they wear leggings. They don't wear pants.
Ah, okay.
True. Her voice is so pitched up, lols. It's true, isn't it, Stinky? So you go to a wrestling match and bet and lose. What? No, I don't want to ask. Dictation. Where did that come from? So you go to a wrestling match and bet and lose, so you go home, and when your mates see you the next day and ask what happened, you say, "I got the belt." You guys get excellent views because Stink Pants is an excellent gamer. That's why, Stinky.
Nah.
But you are. You're actually quite good at gaming. Because here's the thing. What I guess people that are new to the channel that don't really watch what we do, like, let's say it's just another YouTube channel looking for support. They don't have any interest in what we do. Unlike the guys that are in the live stream, they kind of pay much more attention to what we're all about. And the fact of the matter is, Stink Pants doesn't know what she's playing before the stream. I pick the game, I hand her the phone. I don't even know how the game gets played either, to be honest. Like, we get the suggestions from the D.L.G, or maybe I've done a bit of research myself and gotten one of those games. And then just hand it to Stink Pants and say, "Go for it." And you do quite well. And this is a shout out to an older stream, but when you played World War II, that was incredible. You were doing a lot of accurate shooting, great headshots.
World War II?
You remember that one, the World War II game?
Long time ago.
Your first-person shooter gaming has improved a lot. The one thing, if I can say this though, to give my own horn a toot, is when it comes to the sports games, I do seem to do better than you. Because you don't...
You count wrestling as sport?
Well, I
wanna
actually...
try?
No, I don't want to try this because you're fine. Because with the other two, with the soccer one and the basketball one, you're like, yeah, I don't want to play this anymore. Give it to me. So then... and I got into them. But I'm not saying it's because your skills are bad. You just don't enjoy the game.
Now, I don't know how can I change the teammates.
John Cena, that's who you're after?
Huh? I want to change the teammate, but it turns out to be that first three that I've got. I don't want them anymore.
Can't you go the guy with the baseball cap? Because that's John Cena. Yeah.
I don't know him, but...
See,
yeah.
I know that guy.
But how can I put him in my team?
This I don't know. Here we are telling everyone how awesome your gaming skills are. You might have to remove someone first.
Yeah, but how? Swap.
Swap them around. That's the way.
Why do I need John Cena?
Can we have a stream where the roles swap? Well, the Clash of Clans ones are generally like that, just because I'm the one that's doing all of the gaming for that. Unless I make Stinky do the builder base raids. So you've got that. I'm happy to do it, but the thing is you guys have to really encourage Stink Pants to talk. Otherwise she won't. She'll just sit there and do nothing. So we can try that maybe for the next one. Are you willing?
What?
They want a role reversal where I play the game and you do the commentary.
Can try.
Can
Well,
try.
we did it before, right?
Yeah, we have done it before. I think that's why Red December says, she enjoys it when you do the commentary. Because I say stupid things all the time. And I, generalise and make comparisons. I don't mean any of it. I'm just trying to be entertaining.
Yeah, you mean.
Some things I mean. When I say I'm being serious, then I'm being serious. But, half the time it's like, I'm just trying to think of things to say when the live chat goes quiet. And let's face it, I'm not funny, not entertaining. Poodot's going on strike.
What?
And that's what happens. Everything goes silent. Let Poodot play. He's not played since the start of the stream, but I would not have a clue what to do at this point. She's quite high level already. Look at Senegal.
Not high level.
There
This
you
is
are.
level 4.
D.L.G. OG for life. We're getting all of the D.L.Gs again. Did I do that already? I'll do it again. I like watching your channel because of its vibe. Well, that's great because when we first started the channel, in all honesty, and this goes back to Gabe, that was in I think the last stream. He was very quiet, but without him, we would never have done gaming live streaming. That was his idea, and he taught us how to do it. Got into the old Discord and showed us how to do everything. So it has helped us get closer to people. But there are some old members here like D.L.G, like Exploit and Kane that were supporting us before we were doing any of that stuff. That's how long we've known those guys. But I really appreciate that you say that because that's what we try to do. Like, help people where we can, spread a bit of positivity, get serious when we need to, talk about important things when we need to, but generally have a good time and give people a place where they can feel, free to talk. Well, they, don't dox yourself or say anything too personal. You can always get into the Discord and have a private chat if you want that. But, we love it too. Like, we look forward to seeing you guys every week. You're like our extended family, isn't it? And should I say it? Should I be pumping them up now? Tell them how much we talk about them during the week? Because we do, or maybe I do. I talk about them to Stink Pants and say, Red December, she said this in a comment, or, she says very kind things about you. They say nasty things about me all the time. I'm joking, they don't. Came here, but no, hang on, D.L.G, I've read all of that. Anyone remember Bok Choy? I couldn't breathe at the end of that stream. Yeah, Bok Choy became such an in-joke that there you go, you've got it as a special emoji. I didn't think it was that funny at the time, but we played it back after everyone laughed. And I guess it was kind of funny. Can't happen every stream is what I'm saying. Don't expect great moments like that all the time. D.L.G for life indeed. Feels like hanging out without hanging out. Well, that's interesting. Expand on that if you can. Gang of Dirty Laundry gang. That is true. We're hoping that everyone in the world becomes... Everyone should have dirty laundry. Isn't it? Because then you get it clean again. You're all part of the Dirty Laundry gang. Go the D.L.G. We love them. That's amazing to hear. I thought Stink Pants practiced the game ahead of time. Oh, no. Red December, unless it's Clash of Clans, and I think Diablo, if you wanted to count that, we did that once. Every single game that you've seen has been played from scratch, sight unseen by the both of us. So even if we were to switch roles, it'd still be the same thing. I wouldn't know how to play them either. Yeah, it is a testament to your gaming skills. And I would hope that if we do pick up really loyal D.L.Gers that, support us for us, that they realise how difficult it is. Because imagine that. You got to have giblets to be able to do that, is what I'm pumping you up, Stink Pants.
Thank you, but you don't pump too much. Next time you're gonna do it.
Oh, I better stop right now. But I think it does. It takes a certain amount of courage to do what we do, because you can look foolish very quickly, as we have done in previous streams where we've had to switch games. So it doesn't seem to work. We are the champions. This is true. Stinky watches too much YouTube vids to get game information. That's true. She doesn't watch any gaming videos.
I like watching, but not all the time, like the horror one, because I don't want to play it myself.
Yeah, well, that's right. Just bear with me. Sorry, I've got to do one more thing here. So I can't remember who did which, so I'm just going to attribute one joke to as many. I can only do it to 3 people, so just bear with me. Oh, this is where I'm getting distracted again. Not that. Okay. Sorry, again, can you do... They love your commentary there, Stinky, so go on, get into the commentary while I'm doing this. Oh,
What?
That didn't work. Why is that not working? It might be difficult to add your names at this point. I have noticed that YouTube has been cracking down on copying and pasting stuff, and I can't seem to be able to copy and paste names for some reason. I'm trying, but it just won't let me. So maybe if you leave a comment later on saying which one was which joke, I'll be able to do it then. No, it's not letting me do it.
Oh,
Alright, so they're there, but you'll just have to let me know. And 1 for each person, obviously, and a maximum of 3. Alright, so that's done. Where are we? So, Stinky watches too much. Read that. Uncle Pooter, just make a script. Boomer. Yeah, we've talked about doing that before as well. Whether we should have scripting for it. So this is why I try to at least come up with one idea pre-stream to talk about. And then we just see where it goes from there. But I guess the vibe that Exploit was talking about is because it's all very natural. Like, we don't go into a stream with a script. So maybe give us your thoughts, whether you would prefer it to be much more structured or not. At the moment, it is very free-flowing. So that's that one. B. McCain, what did your channel do before gaming? So we did... here's the history of the channel in a nutshell. We knew that we were going to start with Clash of Clans, the game, because number one, neither of us knew how to even upload a video or do any editing. So we wanted to use that to practice. So there was always going to be a little bit of gaming, but we only thought it was going to be Clash of Clans. That's why when you see all of the older videos, it's all Clash of Clans and nothing else. The original idea was to have a mixture of content, you know, whatever we came to mind. So there was a couple of unboxing videos. We definitely wanted to do music. That was one of the main reasons for starting the channel. And the other main reason was to help people as we go, which is why there's some YouTube help videos for other YouTubers. So you can sort of see that in the early stages. But then for whatever reason, when we uploaded our first live stream, you can't call it viral, but we were shocked by the number of views we got. And the more live streams we uploaded, the more views we got. So it ended up being that. Oh, okay, so we might have to call it quits in a moment because we are at the 2-hour mark and Stinky's frustrated.
Yeah, because I can't win.
So let me just quickly catch up here. Vlogs, I think. Oh, but Blurred, love you for saying that. Pudot did unboxing. True stuff. No, wait, they did cooking videos. That was another thing. Well, we recorded them. We just didn't upload them. But that was one of the other big things that we wanted to do.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think that's gonna be my main.
We can't tell them what it's called because that was like our little hook there. But we still plan on doing it at some point. That's the other thing. If I can ever get away from supporting other channels, it'll give me more time to work on ours. But I can't seem to get away from it at the moment. You have to sort of keep doing it until you get to the point where it's impossible to do. So far behind. Yeah, I am. I'm way behind in the chat now. I was trying to catch up.
Now it's time to feed me. Feed me. Osh.
Okay, just bear with me. No, I don't know. It's so far behind. No, this is John Cena's Cursed. You could advertise that was playing for the first time. We actually did used to put that in the title.
What was it?
Live from start or noobs or first time players. That used to be in all the titles. But then I've tried to make them a bit more clickbaity in the sense of making them funny or more interesting.
Yeah.
So,
otherwise, it's always noob. It's kind of boring, and
Yeah.
it looks the same.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Or
and you
live
can't
from
distinguish
start.
between this and another one.
Yeah, that's right. Whereas, again, like the people that actually have watched what we do, they recognise that that's what we do. We're doing this from the start, showcasing every game that gets suggested to us, basically.
Well, while
First
you're doing
jokes.
that, I really need toilet now.
Stink Pants always keeps her comments G-rated. She's sworn more than I have. Not by much, but we do. We try to keep it G-rated. Stink, do you stink in real life? She's disappeared, so she can't answer that, so I'll answer for her. Yes! Random the big fat boomer. Random, come on mates, we're all mates here. Kane is mean. They just... Kane is the biggest boomer, he's changed it. I think the structure you're talking about might ruin it, but up to you. You never know. You can try. We'll have to have a think about it. How long's it? Yeah, we're going to stop the stream now. I'm just trying to catch up on the chats first. Soosh, don't mention it. Oh my God, the stream, it has passed 2 hours. The guy with the piano is lost in the woods. All right, so thank you all for staying as long as you did. We'll end the stream now. As per usual, competition for the last one to comment in the live stream. First one to comment after the stream has ended. So thank you all for staying. You made it an awesome one for us again. I guess I've got to stay on, say goodbye on half of Stink Pants because she's not here. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend and week. And take care of yourselves based on what everyone was saying at the start. Yeah, be careful with having cups of tea. All right, so have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.